Hey friends, and welcome back to the Reddit Rainbow. Y'all, I'm not gonna make any determinations. I want y'all to tell me what y'all think, okay? I hope y'all had a really lovely day though, and I hope you grabbed your pipes and delights. So let's jump into this story that I found, okay? Am I the asshole for taking my brother-in-law's side over my husband? My husband, Ben, left home at 17, joined the military at 18, got out, went to college. During those 8 years, he barely saw any of his family. His mom was really against him joining the military. Their relationship was already shaky before that, so when he left home, he was on bad terms. Ben is 37 now and has a good relationship with his mom and most of his siblings. When he left home, his siblings were 10, Ted, 7, Oscar, 6, Max, 5, Lily. From what I know, the next few years were not easy for his mom and younger siblings, with a lot of not great stuff happening. The kids were in and out of foster care, mom spent time in psychiatric facilities, and was homeless for a while. However, when Ben was 21, his mom became pregnant again and worked hard to get her life together. However, their mom really struggles with her mental health and relied heavily on Ted. Last month, Lily had her MA graduation. If anybody knows what MA means, I think it's Master of Arts, which I think is a master's, but I'm not sure. And made a post on Instagram of her and Ted at her graduation. In the caption, she sings his praises as a big brother and thanks him in helping her get this far in life. It was brought up at a recent family event. Oscar joked that he was offended she didn't mention him, and then said it was actually Ben who should be the most offended, as he's the actual eldest brother. Oscar is the third oldest son, okay? The third oldest child. He replied that actually, I guess he being Ben, he replied that actually he was offended as he helped support Lily while she was studying. It got a bit awkward after that, but Ben and Oscar kept chatting. It gets a bit more heated, and eventually Ted, the second eldest, starts chiming in too, and things start escalating more. My husband was trying to make the point that he had no choice but to leave home at 17, that their mom didn't want him around. He had no prospects outside of the military, went to college to support the family after, and not being able to afford to travel back home. Probably because he sent all his money to his family, but still, I feel like everybody's been wronged by the mom. I feel like everybody's kind of valid. Like, you know what I mean? Ted's point was that he wanted nothing more than to leave home as a teenager, but couldn't because Ben had already left. Oh, man. And he didn't want his younger siblings to face the same burdens he had. He wanted to join the military at 18, but he couldn't bear hurting their mother more or leaving his siblings. He argued that Ben was just throwing money at them to try to make up for abandoning the family. But, I mean, I kind of wish I knew the timelines a little better, you know? Like, somebody said in the comments when I was skimming through here that, yes, it sucks, but you can't pay bills with emotions. You know what I mean? So, I feel like everybody is right in their own way. You know what I mean? But anyway, we keep going. I think really the big thing is that it was they're all angry at their mom for putting them in that situation, and they're taking it out on each other. I think that's really what's happening. When we get home, Ben was upset, and when he tried to justify his argument to me, I told him I don't agree with him. I agree that he had a right to leave home, go off and live his life, and escape his messed up childhood. However, to me, it's understandable that Ted remains upset about feeling abandoned by his brother and angry he lost half to his childhood and his early adult years caring for his mom and siblings. I also understand why Lily would appreciate this enough to single Ted out and praise him for what she knows he's done for her. What about Oscar, the third child? What about the third the third child, like Neon Genesis Evangelion? No, but seriously, he started that fight. That's messy. Y'all messy. But also, if you recognize that he lost half his childhood, then you should realize that your husband lost his entire childhood, right? Like, he left immediately because his mom told him to leave. His mom and him didn't have a good relationship. He supported the whole family, you know? And again, I would like to know the timeline exactly, because it says he went off to the military and then went to college. Like, when did he start sending money, right? But still, like, you recognize the one, but you're not recognizing the other. That's weird. Ben is mad at me for not taking his side, and I think he just feels ashamed that he left his family behind. Damn, that's messed up, OP. Knowing this, should I have just been supportive and not said anything? Did it make an asshole? I think, yeah, a little bit. But if I'm being truthful, I'd say everybody sucks here, if I'm being totally honest. I just think everybody's been dealt a bad hand, if I'm being totally honest with you. But I want to hear what y'all have to say. I'm wishing y'all the greatest of days. I can't wait to read your comments. And as always, I'll catch y'all later. Mwah!